The Philadelphia Eagles have historically been a run-heavy offense, especially in the past 20 years. But why is that? What's good, beautiful people? Make sure you guys smash that like button, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the content. Now, I posed a question to you guys. Why have the Philadelphia Eagles always been a run-heavy offense? Why is it that we have never had a truly potent passing attack, at least on a consistent basis? And most notably in the past 20 years, why has that been our narrative? Why has it been a struggle for the Philadelphia Eagles to really dominate in the passing game, but we've always been so potent in the running game? And I've done some digging in. When you think about it, it's pretty simple. The Eagles have always had better talent at the running back position than they've had at the wide receiver position. And I'm specifically talking about in the past 20 years, in the 21st century, from the year 2000 up until now. The Eagles have always had a better running attack than a passing attack. They've always had more talent at that running back position than they've had at that wide receiver position on a consistent basis. Let's really think about it. Think about the Brian Westbrook era. You had Brian Westbrook. I think you also had a guy like Carell Buckhalter, but mainly Brian Westbrook. He was the guy. And you also had the Deuce Staley era. Those guys were very good running backs for the Philadelphia Eagles. Very good. B. Westbrook was spectacular. But then you think about their counterparts at the wide receiver position. You think about Todd Pinkston, Freddie Mitchell, James Thrash, Jason Avant. And that's just that era, right? And let's take it a step further. I know we had T.O. for a very short period of time, so it's hard to really take that into much account. And even then, Donovan McNabb only completed about 60% of his passes during that time. So the passing offense still wasn't that potent. We were just, pretty much just drowning T.O. with targets, right? And then T.O. got hurt. So still, our passing attack was never truly as potent as our running attack. Like I said, there was always a disparity in talent. Like I said, Brian Westbrook, Deuce Staley. And then you think about the counterparts, Todd Pinkston, Freddie Mitchell, James Thrash, Jason Avant, guys like that. And then let's move on to another era, the LeSean McCoy era. LeSean McCoy's counterparts. And we all know what LeSean McCoy did. We all know how great LeSean McCoy is and was. LeSean McCoy is the best running back the Eagles have ever had in their history. There's no question about it. But LeSean McCoy, think about his counterparts at the wide receiver position. You have Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Maclin, Riley Cooper, and I think Jordan Matthews was in there as well. But again, LeSean McCoy is easily the better talent out of all of those guys, which is why our running back talent or our rushing attack has always been more potent than our passing attack. It's just that simple. And even the running backs were being used in the passing game, and they were more effective than the actual wide receivers. Let's take it a step further during the Super Bowl period. LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi versus the Alshon Jeffries and Torrey Smith and Nelson Aguilars and guys like that, and the Mac Hollins. That wasn't, in my humble opinion, that wide receiver core isn't even top 10. Wasn't top 10 at that time. Just based off talent. And look, I'm not trying to discount what those guys brought to the table. Those guys were perfect pieces that fit in that perfect situation. This isn't about who's the best wide receiver. No, this isn't about that. But this is about comparing the talent, the effectiveness, what we leaned heavily on. And the running game was the motor of that offense. LeGarrette Blount trained for Jay Ajayi, and then it opened things up for Alshon Jeffrey, Torrey Smith, and Nelson Aguilar. So our running game was really why the passing attack opened up the way it did. So again, the running back talent superseded the wide receiver talent. And then take it a step further, the Brief Sanders era. He's still with the Eagles, but there was a period where it was Miles Sanders and his counterparts were Alshon Jeffrey, who was declining, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Jalen Reagor, Greg Ward. I can go on and on. Again, the running back talent superseded the wide receiver talent. But now, this is the difference. This is the first time, arguably, in the past 20 years where the wide receiver position, the talent at the wide receiver position blatantly and vehemently supersedes the running back talent. It's not even a question. And you have these guys under contract for long term. Guys like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith for the next 3 or 4 seasons. You got these guys locked in key. And you have Quez Watkins, a guy that's talented as well. Dallas Goedert, And, I don't want to discount guys like Zach Ertz and Brent Selleck and what they meant. But mainly talking about the wide receiver position, and the running back position, this is the first time where the wide receiver position definitively supersedes the running back position as far as talent. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing goes. But that's why the Philadelphia Eagles have not had a potent passing attack. On top of that, we've pretty much had mediocre to slightly above mediocre quarterback play for the past 20 years. The best quarterback play we've seen is the 2017 Carson Wentz season, and then the Nick Foles run. And then you have Donovan McNabb, who completed 59% of his passes for his career, 60% of his passes for his career. Not good at all. Just not good. And we had a brief time with Michael Vick showing flashes, but that wasn't really consistent. So the quarterback position has always been, in my humble opinion, in question, especially in the past 10 years. And then, with Donovan McNabb, as talented as he was, he had flaws and he fell short quite often. So if the Philadelphia Eagles are going to become a high motor passing attack, they need to nurture Jalen Hurts if that's the person they want to buy into. We got the weapons. The team is loaded now with weapons. A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas Goedert. My apologies. Quez Watkins, guys like that. You have talent. Zach Pascal. You have talent. Kenny Gainwell in the backfield. You have talent. Guys that can affect the game in different ways. If Jalen Hurts is going to be the guy, if the Eagles are going to have a high motor passing attack, Jalen Hurts has to take his game to that level that we haven't seen or can't even begin to imagine that he can. Now, he has a big jump to make. How large that jump will be entirely up to him. And I'll leave it at that, you guys. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports. And I want you guys to comment below and tell me what you guys think. Why the Eagles have not had a potent passing attack for the past 20 plus years. Why the running back position, talent-wise, has always superseded the wide receiver position. Why do you guys think that is? Am I wrong? Do you guys disagree? I want you guys to comment below and tell me what you think. Like I said, I'm your guy, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or we lose, we just got to trust us to the game. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry.